Welcome back to the HCS Major here in Salt Lake City, hosted by Space Station Gaming. Winners bracket round 1 action on the cards now. Optic Gaming versus Nemesis. And these two teams, Dan, they very rarely disappoint.
I'll tell you what, this is a hell of a series to kick off the Bravo stream with. I was surprised. I didn't know what we were going to get. I didn't know where the streams were going to end up, but this is going to be first seed versus 7th seed. And of course, Nemesis only losing out to Farze in their groups. But now they have to go into the gauntlet here and try and take down the best team in the world currently, the reigning champions Optic Gaming. Not a bad map to start off for either side. Both very good snipers that they have available to them as well, especially, of course, WuTum being mouse and keyboard.
Glory actually no stranger to a sniper rifle as well. Optic Gaming go 3 down here, though. The first opportunity for Nemesis to pull a flag in anger. They've already quite some distance on it. He is cut down, though, is Glory. There is WuTum with the sniper rifle. Body shot next on the Renegade. Locks in the kill. Could be about to get 3. Here he plays his cards right. Gets taken down, though, and Snipedrone, the last man standing for his team. Lqgend will stay alive for now. And that's enough just to delay this. Snipedrone perhaps could have thought the better of that.
I got so confused then with Snipedrone looking at Lqgend. I was like, why is he looking at his teammate? Like a genuine flashback and was like, oh my god. And then I realized, completely different teams now. Anyway, we are going to see Formal just trying to shut down this push. You can see 2 of them are trying to make their way over. And actually, Nemesis are very good at backing each other when they are trying to take down one player. There's always going to be someone within the distance to try and make that trade.
I'm trying to think, did Snipedrone and Lqgend team together? It was the quadrant roster of the all-French boys who had the success, and then the way my memory goes, it was Lqgend headed straight over to North America to Space Station. Post
Was Lqgend never with Snipedrone on Ascend?
Possibly. Possibly. That could be where you're getting it. What we do know is SLG has overshield. Could be about to burn 2 here. It's great risk management from Optic Gaming, though. They only trade out 1 kill for that. Perfectly played.
Return comes through. And it has been Nemesis being the aggressors, really, so far. I think that bodes well for them. They're not scared about this situation. It's also not their first rodeo. I mean, we've seen Optic versus ex-European roster many a time. I mean, if you look back to the famous historic run by that quadrant team, it was Optic Gaming that were burned along the way. And I'm sure that the likes of SLG would love to do that once more.
No doubt looks back on their memories quite fondly. Here's Formal then. Top ramp, damage done to Snipedrone. That should leave an opening now to push forward. SLG going for the sniper rifle. Formal doing even more damage. Teammates there to supply some covering fire as well. So it's Formal now laying siege to the Nemesis base. All that aggression, the early pressure applied by Nemesis hasn't resulted in anything in the scoreboard. And things could be about to go from bad to worse. But as I say that, Glory jumps up to the air and hits the face.
He did tell me he liked a sniper rifle or 2. He only has 1, but 1 bullet and 1 headshot. Sadly, WuTum gets taken down, so he can't support that flag run. So instead, he's going to have to try and reposition here. And you don't really want to commit too heavily to an angle, and that's why. You don't want to give away the sniper rifle, but Glory wise to it. And good decision just to make sure he doesn't give that sniper away, and there will be no option for Optic to have 2.
You see Bound looking for the sniper rifle, but not only was it burned, any potential for it was played, so has to give it up. Pretty routine kill for Bound in the end on the Snipedrone. He has information of exactly where WuTum is placed. A couple of grenades go in there. WuTum might not be long for this world and isn't. Lqgend gets the kill. 2 Europeans collide on opposite teams. The French versus the Finnish. Here is SLG with a little bit of overshield to play with as well, applying pressure on the base.
It's never a fun fight to have when you're down there, but Bound does well to convert the damage into a trade. Again, though, it's still Nemesis kind of looking on and pushing to try and move this flag. They're the ones asking the question at the moment. Optic almost waiting for that perfect setup, but they just haven't been able to achieve it because of the positions that Nemesis have been taking. A lot of that being down to Snipedrone at the moment with 10 kills, but Lqgend now starting to push down that ramp and seeing if he can maybe get a pull here.
So far has been just a little bit of a stalemate. Both teams cancelling one another out. SLG and Glory have gotten a couple of kills, so this flag run is going to be a lot more difficult than perhaps it could have been a moment or 2 ago.
I like this. Lqgend just doubling back, recognizing that there was going to be too many bodies on his side of the base, so seeing if he can catch someone off guard with a little flanker route. I think that maybe they were wise to it, though. Actually, I say that. SLG slightly caught by surprise, and it's a killing spree now for Lqgend.
He doubles back 4 dead now for Nemesis, and there's an opportunity for Lqgend to run the flag, and this time he has a lot more support, a lot more friends in high places than ever before. This one should go. Damage being done, but Lqgend will get around the corner as he tiptoes his way up the ramp. The next few kills are going to be massively important. SLG gets 1, but nobody in position to really get the stop right now as Optic Gaming take the lead.
Yeah, there's the big difference. Optic finally get that solidified flag run, and it is almost flawless once they had the 4 down. So they wipe you out and they can set up accordingly. It's so difficult to try and break it. And Nemesis feel the wrath of it, but Sniper's coming up again. SLG trying to position himself for this enemy snipe. Last time when he went for the sniper, he was kind of caught with his pants down a little bit. It was too free a kill. This time, can he do something a little bit different? Sadly, he's collapsed on.
He was in there trying to heist the sniper rifle. Another overshield though, this time for Nemesis. And in the chest, the Englishman Snipedrone applying a lot of damage. 3 go down now for Optic. Renegade, the last man standing for his team. Formal has just spawned up as well. Matter of fact, a lot of Optic members starting to spawn up over towards the steps here.
I like this though. This is good from
plays it clever, yeah, absolutely. It's a lovely route. And just like Lqgend, he makes it around the corner and up the stairs. 4 dead once more for Optic Gaming. Potential for a back-to-back flag cap here.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be the first, and the real question is anyone in a position to pull it again? The answer is no. So Nemesis not trying to overdo it here. Recognizing who they're going up against, it probably would have been a little bit of a risk to try and go for 2. Instead, just keep map control, keep high ground, and try and take that advantage now. But Formal just solid shots to force Snipedrone back here.
Big grenades go down. Snipedrone desperately trying to stay alive. Glory just didn't connect with the sticks, and he falls. That might be a sniper rifle for Renegade to play with as well. SLG trying to get away with the flag like a thief in the night. WuTum gets a trade. That was a good trade from him. He was down to no shields. Renegade will send the flag back home, and we're back to a stalemate once more. The map should equalize just a touch. 4 minutes and change on the clock as well, so that will start to play a factor very soon, as we could head into next flag wins sort of territory.
And it's tough to call which way this one's going to go, because for the most part, Nemesis have been in the ascendancy, but when Optic get that control, it looks like a guaranteed cap. So I think Nemesis just have to be aware of that. If you see a couple of teammates go down, maybe don't overextend, don't give Optic that freedom. Instead, just keep someone back, play a little bit ratty, and keep someone in position just to try and disrupt that full setup from the green wall.
Optic Gaming truly are black belts when it comes to the video game. And when they get you in position, they punish you, they will score. For Nemesis, they can get themselves in a lot of good positions, but don't always capitalize, don't always turn that into points. Overshield has fallen down. Snipedrone didn't quite get the chance to pop it. That means Formal can step forward. Glory, the Irishman, it's his turn to pick it up, but he's fumbled it just a touch. This overshield appears to be cursed as 3 members seem to have fallen down. It is finally in the chest of WuTum. He can drive forward. SLG will fall. You can see exactly what he wanted to do. Manipulate his hitbox just around that pillar so he wouldn't take damage. WuTum with a double kill. He's doing the damage. Renegade last man alive for his team.
Great grenade from WuTum. He can continue to run this flag, and unless Renegade is in a very high position to try and stop this one, maybe Nemesis are going to take advantage and go 2-1 up here, and it looks like that is going to be the case, because Renegade is being pressured here. WuTum pops it in, and the Europeans take the lead.
And all of a sudden, Optic Gaming being tested, questions being asked. Lqgend has fallen off the map. That's going to hurt their cause just a little bit more. Now, just over 2 minutes to play with. Top middle kill for Bound. That means they have prime real estate. Formal's got sniper rifle as well. Immediately trains his eyes towards the opposing sniper rifle tower. And you know why. Someone's eventually going to try and get there. Snipedrone trying to avoid this snipe, has now got the information of exactly where that player's position. Glory gets taken care of. Formal does find a home, does connect. And Nemesis look to be turtling up just a touch here. Trying to hold what they have. SLG backs away up the sewer. As him and Lqgend were competing for territory, competing for the possession of that land. Snipedrone slides out whilst no shields. That was ill-advised. And And now the pressure's coming from Optic Gaming.
Kind of had to slide just because he was worried about the nade. He was dead to rights
Oh.
either way. Speaking of dead to rights, SLG bamboozled, 4 dead, and now Optic Gaming can move a flag in the road.
Overshield's popping up at the most opportune moment as well. Spelling bad news bears for Nemesis. They're going to give this one up, it would seem. This one's gone. No chance. We're going to be all tied up in just a moment or two. The issue here is Optic Gaming still have a lot of land, a lot of room on the map to play with. Formal's overshield's being ripped away. And they're hunting for him now. But there's a counter pull here.
This is huge from SLG. Just goes behind enemy lines. He's been pulling this, but that is good awareness from Bound. You had to shut him down quickly, otherwise that flag almost got too far.
Bound spider senses were tingling. And a sizzle stick comes flying. We haven't seen that in a long time. Haven't been able to say that in quite a while.
There's another one.
They're like buses. When you're waiting and waiting and waiting for one, two come at the same time. But enough about public transport. What a game we have in our hands here. Down to the final minute now. 2-2 the score, and it is well and truly next cap wins.
Ooh,
and
overtime.
Nemesis, they're starting to pull it. SLG is going to root back, it would seem, but he double-checked himself and he gets taken care of. This flag capture might not go in, and as a matter of fact, it's Nemesis now. We're in the back four, all 4 dead.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I was going to say overtime potentially looming, but by committing to that flag, it opens up a window now for Optic Gaming. And off-spawn, Nemesis are going to have to send it the other side and hope they can challenge.
This is cruel, and sometimes Halo can be. You risked it, you didn't get reward. Optic Gaming, 3-2 victors over Nemesis in game 1.
And that maybe will take a little bit of the wind out of Nemesis' sails. They were looking brilliant through stages of that game, but Optic again showing why they are the #1 team here at this tournament. Experienced veteran plays and just putting Nemesis to the sword whenever they were given that opportunity to move a flag.
You have to say it was clinical, Dan. When they had the chance, when they got those flag pulls in the end, they made them pay. And looking at the damage, WuTum with 6,900 for his team. All that work, all that good aggression that Nemesis were putting on the board. Unfortunately, they still find themselves down in the series.
I think it was 6 steals and then 3 flag caps. So Optic, very good efficiency there with their flag pulls. But that was a great first game to kick us off here for this series. Of course, we're going to go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll have map number 2.
And we are back in game number 2 here. Optic Gaming versus Nemesis. And if you happen to miss the opener, you missed a good one. 3-2 flag game on... I was almost going to say Sanctuary, Dan. That's not the map. It does look very similar to it.
Wouldn't mind Sanctuary. We did see.
It is coming.
It's coming.
So we're looking forward to that.
Will it be in the HCS?
I will be petitioning for the answer to that to be yes.
You got my signature. It's a 3-1 early lead for Optic Gaming. After the initial opener from Nemesis, it was Camouflage going in favor of the green wall. SLG's been playing really well. I sound surprised. I shouldn't sound surprised because SLG does often play well, but I'm constantly seeing SLG popping up with big kills, especially in that first game. And they're going to need him here in this second if they want to get back into this series. You do not want to go 2-0 down against Optic Gaming and hope to reverse sweep, especially with some of these games that are coming in this series layout.
These are truly the kind of games where you can have no passengers. These are the series where everybody has got to be firing on all cylinders. And oftentimes, that's where you will see success. That's why Nemesis have been able to topple Optic Gaming in the pool play. And for Optic, Dan, we've often seen them win tournaments, but usually from the elimination bracket. So they're going to have to do it maybe the easier way for them this time around if they can get the victory here.
Oh, SLG almost converting the trip ski. But he's feeling it. You can see by the way he's playing, very confident in the way he's moving around the map at the moment. 6 kills to his name. But you're right, the last 2 times we've seen Optic win a tournament has been from elimination round 1. If I'm them, I mean, just keep the same thing going. Give Nemesis the win.
Yeah.
You'll come back later.
You have the blueprint. Why mess with it now?
Yeah, it is insane that Optic have done it twice now. And all jokes aside, they will not want to find themselves in that position because I cannot imagine how stressful it is trying to battle your way through elimination bracket, albeit very fun when the day's over. But 13-12, game slows down a little bit because it's another Camouflage play. This time it's going to the Renegade.
It is crazy to think as well that not so long ago, a couple of kills have gone against them in 2 different tournaments, and we're looking at a top 12 and top 8 finish. It's crazy how it can go, and they go on an unbelievable run and win the tournament. A 1-kill game though. Renegade with that camouflage. Reluctant to shoot, looking to reveal himself. An easy kill down bottom middle on yellow door. SLG providing good fire there. It's a 2-2 trade for now. Make it 3-2 as Lqgend gets the kill along with Formal's damage. So it's a 2-kill game. Nothing to separate them, and this is what you expect from these two teams.
You can certainly feel the tension between it as well, because the way it's slowed down, so much respect between these 8 players. Lqgend would have certainly warned them all of what this Nemesis team is capable of, but I think Optic already know that the names are going up against. It's not like the days of old where you're surprised to see Europeans competing in a match like this and making it competitive. It's the expectation, especially from this roster in particular. And whilst it was a disappointing tournament for Z10, I'm sure they'll come back bigger and better. The eyes are always heavily on this Nemesis team.
They truly are the crown jewel for Europe. And here's Bound doing a lot of damage, as he so often does. Glory and WuTum fall victim to the Optic Gaming tandem. And now what was a 2-kill lead all of a sudden is 6 and starting to look a little bit more comfortable than it was before. And this is what you start to worry about when Renegade starts hitting shots. And boy, has he been hitting shots. 15, make it 16, 2-4. Renegade's taking over this game.
Yeah, you can't allow this to happen. Camouflage is about to come up as well, and Nemesis can't really afford to be giving them up freely to Optic Gaming. You can see they are trying to make a play to get angles on it. The real question is, anyone going to pick it up as Renegade tries to pull off something against Snipedrone, but he's wise to it. Brave from Snipedrone, but we saw it similarly previously. Snipedrone is not afraid of challenging a sniper rifle. Sometimes you have to. You can't allow them to just walk around without being challenged, otherwise they do what Renegade have been doing previously.
Nemesis need a little bit of help here, a little bit of luck. This Slayer starting to slip away. Renegade's got another camouflage. They seem to be getting it time and time again. Snipedrone's in trouble once more. Double kill for Renegade. 18, 2-5. A lot of kills still left in this game. A lot more food and drink that he can consume. SLG will go down, as will Renegade. It's a 10-kill advantage, and now you start to worry. Now you start to fear that this game's beyond them.
Renegade, the Galactus of the HCS, just that constant hunger, the want and need to have more and take down more enemies, get more trophies. It's been 5 in a row in HCS. Looking to make it 6 in a row alongside Lqgend.
Now Glory having a much slower game by his high standards, 4, 7, and 9. A lot of assists, so involved in a lot of gunfights, and maybe he was getting a little bit unlucky with the final touches, and you can see why that kill got away from him as well. When that keeps happening, you'll see the game slip through your fingers. SLG has to settle for a trade, and they're not good enough in this stage of the game.
20 kills. I mean, this is the game you don't want to see Renegade having when you're going up against him. Tough to see a road back into this one for Nemesis now. 10 kills behind, only 6 required for Optic Gaming. And another camouflage is popping. Is Renegade going to end up with it once more? It looks like they're going to back off slightly, mainly because the call was made that there was a couple of players that were going to be weak, and it is just more fuel to this Renegade engine.
Here's Bound then. 1v1 with WuTum, and he wins it with 5 shots, not missing. Optic Gaming not missing right now, punishing at every turn. Snipedrone goes down. 1 more kill required. Formal will get around the corner to survive for a moment. SLG drops down to get that kill. But it's when, not if. WuTum desperately trying to stay alive. SLG gets 1, but it's too little too late. Glory could be about to fall here once more, but WuTum falls elsewhere. And it's Optic Gaming 1 map away from a clean sweep on Nemesis.
Remember yesterday we were surprised we hadn't seen an Optic player in that top 5 KD leaderboard. Well, Renegade said, well, maybe it's time to turn it on here. That is the Renegade we're used to seeing when it comes to Championship Sunday, but he's turning on a little bit earlier to ensure they could take down Nemesis here. 50-40 in the end, 20+ kills for Renegade. But the damage done by Bound and Formal, really. And Renegade was just there to kind of clean things up, finding himself in very commanding positions to do so.
underway once more then, folks. Map 3 on the cards here. And it's game set, but will it be match here for Optic Gaming? Been so impressive, and Nemesis have given a really good account of themselves, but the score will read, the black and white will say 3-0 at the end of this series if they don't get their act together here and now.
Are we finally going to put an end to the winners bracket round 1 curse for Optic Gaming and see them progress in not only just walking through, but waltzing through the first round with a 3-0? And regardless of how well Nemesis have played and kept it somewhat close at times, the scoreline will read 3-0, and that's all that matters. And it would be a disappointing exit for Nemesis down into that elimination bracket, but again, not the end of the world. There is a real chance they could still come all the way back and maybe even make it as far as top 6, top 4. But it's a long old road, as Optic know all too well.
Renegade going top tower. Sniper rifle and camo to still play with. Optic is kind of split across the map right now. 2 in house and 2 over towards tower, and that means Nemesis over towards green, who've now made the rotation to house. Ball's been scooped up by Legends. That should make Nemesis move a little bit. They have to solve a puzzle. Bound gets the opener. Snipedrone's down to no shield. Renegade locks that one in for his team. So this hole looks pretty good, and this wave should get shut down. Glory steps out. Here's the issue. He's going to be on staggered spawns if he dies here. Good pressure being applied, though, as Glory will get a double kill. Spins on a dime after getting formal. Now it's SLG with the sniper rifle in his hands, and we know how good he is with this weapon.
Yeah, I do fear that this game type heavily leans towards Optic Gaming. So you're going to need someone to step up and make a difference, make it easier to actually get some ball time under your belt. So that could be leading from SLG in these snipe shots. Just about converts the kill onto Bound. Bound did very well to stay alive, and also good awareness from SLG to make sure he plays that ball, but by doing so is also sacrificing the chance to do anything with a sniper rifle. It seems like this Optic roster is on form in the early stages of Saturday here. They have not missed a beat.
It's worrying signs for the competition because Optic Gaming are making statements here in winners round 1. Camouflage about to pop up, and it's Legend pushing forward to go and secure it for his team with the sniper rifle in his hand, using it almost like a shotgun at times. Optic still remain on top here, holding the ball, applying the pressure, and still Nemesis have not been able to break this setup. And it's Optic into a 40-second lead now.
Nemesis are doing well at not allowing Optic to get a crazy amount of time with their setups. But because Nemesis haven't really had the chance to set up themselves, that's why they find themselves trailing. New snipe's about to pop up as well. You can't really allow them to get away with it, and this is good. Glory not only has the snipe, but has the camo as well, but sadly not converting with that headshot. Kind of lets them down a little bit. And now they lose out on that sniper rifle, and the camouflage doesn't really come to anything. Camouflage.
Camouflage. Couple of kills go down then. Legend turns, Legend burns! SLG, he would want that one back if he could. Legend was almost not done just yet. Formal hits the face on the Snipedrone as well. The Optic Gaming are looking scary right now. They're finding form.
Some of these headshots that Formal's been hitting across these games are unbelievable. Even when players are sliding out, he's still connecting with the brain. And that's the difference. When you saw that Nemesis had the sniper rifle, it might have been a body shot. And I know I say body shots are very important as well, but at the highest of stakes, in the best of teams, that headshot can really turn things around for your team, or really put an end to a team's push on the other side. And it's 64-14. It's a 50-second lead. SLG does get a double kill, though, and will allow Glory to at least put some ball time on the ball. Oh, nice.
Good from SLG. And just touching upon what you're speaking about the sniper rifle and how important it can be to hit a body, but sometimes the face is really, really valuable. And we just seen it. Glory, it wasn't good enough to hit a body with his shot with the camouflage. He lost his life because of it. You have to hit the face when it's a 1v2 or a 1v3. So otherwise you're in bad company. Bound has the use of the Quantum to get himself out of trouble, and he employs it. Now Formal's got hands on ball once more, and their lead can start to grow again. WuTum over towards this window now. Renegade down to no shields, now taken care of. As Formal in this 1v1 with WuTum again, and this is great work out of WuTum, making himself a very difficult kill and just delaying this, ensuring Optic Gaming can't pick up the ball.
I will say every player on the map doing very well to find what they can to have something up their sleeve at the moment, whether it's the QT, the repulsor, plasma grenades. Just always making sure you've got a plan B if the bullets aren't shooting straight, or whether you're just in a sticky situation, you have something to help you. Maybe Optic Gaming doing it a little bit more than Nemesis, and perhaps that's why they have a little bit of a lead here, but it is not a guaranteed round just yet. 29 points the difference. That certainly helps from Bound, but Nemesis off spawn now are going to try and work together over towards green.
Formal against Snipedrone. Lqgend is there though, ensuring it would not be a 1v1. 3 go down for Nemesis. You can see Formal getting himself nice and comfortable here on top sandbags. Seems to have information from his team that the spawns will not be pushing over towards green. And that's why he starts to lean this way. Snipedrone and WuTum do get a couple of kills though, so the insurance policy that was sent forward in Renegade and Bound, they went down. Formal has to spin around here. SLG will get the kill. But here's the issue with Formal and his teammates only requiring 13 more seconds for this round 1 win. Nemesis are all out of mistakes, all out of errors.
Good from Glory though, being a little bit aggressive there. Not just allowing someone to walk in and pump him, instead a little bit of movement to get aggressive and get in the face of his opponent. Certainly something that Optic have been doing very well as well, being aggressive at the right times. 40 seconds left for Nemesis, and now it would be not so bad if Optic Gaming just kind of held them off the ball, but it would be quicker just to hold on for the extra 10 seconds, so they're also going to go for that here.
Final seconds dwindle down, and Optic Gaming will continue to hold. Round 1 goes the way of the green wall. The series heavily leaning towards Optic Gaming now, if it wasn't already before. 1 round away from a clean sweep in winners round 1.
I think if it does end 3-0, Nemesis will be a little bit disappointed that they didn't put up a better fight. They were very close in that first map, and it's always the what could have been with teams. Oh, again, Renegade just connecting with that bullet. It just shouldn't happen. How does he do it? Freak of nature, it would seem. Really has been such an incredible addition to this Optic roster that was built to win championships.
Sometimes think Renegade was made in the laboratory! Huge double kill from the Demon.
Disgusting. Like I said, this isn't even him at 110%. He's ready to consume this entire tournament if he can. You do not want to go up against him when he's in this kind of form. The same could be said for this entire Optic roster.
No matter where you look, superstars, star-studded team. Like the Chicago Red Bulls. But only they've got 4 Michael Jordans by the looks of things at times. 52 seconds in climbing in round 2. Off the back of Renegade's impressive work.
Crazy shade to Scottie Pippen, has to be said. How dare you? Where's Dennis Rodman in all of this?
On the bench.
70 points now for Optic Gaming, and have Nemesis maybe just allowed this one to drift away a little too far. Not for trying though. Nemesis have thrown everything at this series it seems, but just have been bettered by an incredible Optic Gaming that look like the real deal here in Salt Lake City.
It's been a very professional performance, unlike we've seen in pool plays or winner round 1 of the past. Not interested in making the same mistakes again. Learned from them, adjusted and adapted, and they've come into this game and into this series a different beast.
It's going to be one last attempt then for Nemesis to hold, and it would have to be the perfect hold. No mistakes, but Lqgend gets 2 somehow. And now Bound can just waltz on in to probably finish this off.
Applying the finishing touches to what has been a flawless series so far. And barring an absolute miracle, Nemesis will fall victim to Optic Gaming, as so many have done before. The final seconds tick down, and the green wall, They stand tall. Clean sweep. The Europeans sent down to the elimination bracket.
It looks easy, it looks comfortable, and the scoreline will read that as well. The headlines will say Optic Gaming dominate Nemesis. If you do go back and watch the first game, it was extremely close, but maps 2 and 3 a little bit more one-sided. But that is the Optic Gaming roster you want to see performing if you want to see them go again all the way to those finals. But this time, they're not going to have to go from elimination round 1, that's for sure. Instead, it's going to be winners bracket round 2 and potentially a matchup with the likes of SSG when they get there.
We get to take a look at the statistics here. Kills all around the place, but it's Renegade. No surprise. You've seen the performance he was outputting. 19, 11, and 8 with a 10.7 KDA. I would not be surprised to see him somewhere in that KDA leaderboard end of day.
Oh, well, that's going to be the first series on the B stream in winners bracket done and dusted. Of course, we have plenty more coming up on the Bravo stream, so don't go anywhere. We'll go for a somewhat timed break, and when we're back, we'll have more action for you guys on your screens.